Welcome, everyone, to Make Your Day Richer. Today, am your host, Richard Wilmore, because over the last 298 episodes of Season 1 of Make Your Day Richer, I have been honored and feel so privileged to be able to bring you so many amazing people Monday through Friday. And today, our 299th episode is our season finale. I cannot believe it, and I'm so thankful to everybody who shows up every day to watch this show. My guest has walked through unimaginable pain and found purpose, healing, and beauty on the other side. Darci Steiner is a holistic nutritionist, ministry leader, and author of the powerful book Beauty Beyond the Thorns, Discovering Gifts in Suffering. Her journey includes 2 life-altering disabilities, a rare nerve disorder, and years of recovery that tested every part of her spirit. But instead of giving up, Darci leaned into faith, embraced holistic healing, and turned her suffering into sacred storytelling. Her book is a beacon of hope for anyone navigating hardship, faith-based, yes, but filled with wisdom and grace that speaks to believers and non-believers. So if that sounds like a good show to you, click the like button, click the share button, and let's start the show.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Darci, good morning, and thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a joy.
Well, I'm excited to talk to you, and I want to first congratulate and thank you for your book, Beyond the Thorns. It's a great book, and I think kind of a resource for people in a way. So can you talk a little bit about that and where it came from?
Yeah. So, my daughter was going to be the author, but she changed directions. So it kind of opened up an area for me to be able to do that. But I never considered myself a writer until I could do nothing else but sit at a desk and write. And it's because I have this condition. It's a chronic nerve pain disorder called complex regional pain syndrome. That's CRPS for short. And it's super painful, painful condition. When ranked on a pain scale, it ranks higher than amputation and higher than cancer. It's actually ranked the highest pain one can feel. So I deal with this, and I can't walk because it's mostly in my feet. I can't walk very well. I can walk some, but so I have to sit a lot. And so when I sit, I need something to do, right? So I write.
Okay, so I want to. So you're just living a great normal life, and then this just was it a slow progression, or how did this happen?
So when I was 35, I fell down the stairs in our home and I injured my back, and I was bedridden for a couple years, and I didn't know it and doctors didn't know it, but this CRPS crept in during that time, and it wasn't diagnosed until much later. But now I know what it was and why it kept me in bed. But I actually recovered from that for 9 years because I studied nutrition, and I was my case study for my master's program. And so I implemented all these things I was learning. And today I'm still a nutritionist, but it took me 6 years to get my degree. And by the time I got my degree, I had very little pain. And a year later, when I opened my private practice, I had no pain. It went away. And there is no cure for CRPS. There's no cure. And I thought I was done with it, right? I mean, I suffered severely, and then 9 years go by, and I'm teaching sports nutrition at the local high school. And then I injure my foot, a very small injury, but the pain that I felt was reminiscent of what I had felt before. And I knew it. I knew I was set back into this life of wandering in the wilderness, if you will.
Yeah. How do you wrap your head around that? Like how long did that take you to, I guess, come to terms with that this is your life now?
I'm still coming to terms with
Yeah.
it. Like, it's different day to day. 2 months ago, I made the best progress I had made, and the proof of that was that I went to Kansas to visit my brother, and I walked around the space museum in Hutchinson for an hour. Richard, I haven't been able to walk hardly at all
Oh my gosh.
in 7 years. This was
Wow.
2018 when I had my second injury. And so I thought I was being healed again. And then I'm back in this place again because I overdid it. I thought I
Mm.
was healed. I was doing too much. And then now I'm using a scooter again. The only place I'm going during the week is a therapy pool for my exercise. I'm not going to church. I'm not going to parties, friends' birthday parties. I'm home and I'm podcasting and I'm writing my other books, right? I'm
Yeah.
typing. And I spend a lot of time writing books because it is my best analgesic. I can
Mm.
forget about my pain when I'm writing.
Did you ever, like you were just saying, writing your books plural? Um, when, and I know this book, Beyond the Thorns, you said was kind of your daughter's area first, right?
Well, she had always wanted to be a writer. She actually
Okay.
has written some books as a child. She wrote many books. They're not published, though she can publish them. I might help her get them published. So that was kind of her domain, and I didn't want to overstep. But since she kind of got out of that, I thought, okay, it's my chance to write, so I'm going to write. So I wrote Beauty Beyond the Thorns, and while I'm recovering, right? And I thought, well, maybe this can help other people. And so I decided to publish it. So I did. And this is not a place where I ever thought I'd find myself, right? In the author
Yeah.
world. And the last 3 years, I've been working on another book, which I'm going to be querying very soon. I'm not self-publishing this one. I'm going to try to get it picked up. And I have it finished. I'm working on a few final edits. And it is the working title, the drum roll,
Yes.
is The Greatest Hits of the Bible, Experiencing God Through the Psalms.
Wow.
It's the backstories of the Psalms.
Mm.
Like why, when we read a Psalm, we enjoy what it says, but do we know the circumstances surrounding
Surrounding.
it?
Yeah.
I weave them together, the backstories and the Psalms, so we know exactly what the story is when that Psalm was written and what was happening. Do you want an example?
Yes, please.
Okay. Psalm 34. David writes, I have to look at my notes. I'm sorry. Okay. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Okay, that's a very popular verse, but why did David write it? The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, saves those who are crushed in spirit. David was running from Saul for his life, and he's hiding in caves and in the wilderness, and he happens to be in the cave of Adullam, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but the cave
For today, that's how we do.
of Adullam,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And so who else is in this cave with him? Well, there's 400 outlaws who are also hiding, right? They're distressed, discontented. They're outlaws. They're fugitives hiding in a cave. So is David. And David writes this psalm. Well, who do you think he's looking at as he's writing this psalm? The Lord saves those who are crushed in spirit, is close to the brokenhearted, and saves those who are crushed in spirit. I believe that because those guys were there with him, he's living life with them, they're brokenhearted, right? And so it brings the Psalms to life. And I add playlists like of current day songs so we can relate to the Psalms better today. And so it's kind of been a very fun project
What a cool
to
concept.
put these together. And we'll see when it comes out, and if it comes out. If it doesn't come out, I'll self-publish it.
And you'll still come back to talk about that, hopefully, no matter no matter how it's published. I hope.
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody what they'll find in Beauty Beyond the Thorns, and like who
Yes.
should be reading the book? Who's it for?
Yeah. Good question. Thank you. So I outlined 30 gifts that I feel like God has shown me in my suffering. And you don't necessarily have to be a Christian to learn from these things. It's for anybody who goes through, hi puppy,
First
who
stage
goes through
manager.
any kind of suffering, right? So if you've been divorced or you're widowed or whatever you're going through, job loss, gifts that I have found in suffering. For instance, the gift of direction. I was going in a completely different direction before God turned me around and had me write books, right? So he's directed me in a new way. And it's been great. I love it. I love what I do. And yes, I still suffer, but I have found a way to make peace with this and try to do something good for the world, right? Another gift, for instance, an example is I was looking out my window and I'm watching people walk on the very path that I used to walk on every day. And I can't walk on it. And then I look in the grass and I see the dog do. And I'm like, Mark really needs to pick up the dog do, right? And I'm like, I wish I could pick up the dog do. If I could only pick up the dog do, how grateful I would be. Because I can't walk on the grass. I can't. And I think that the gift of gratitude is what spoke to me that day. That be grateful for the ability to get to the bathroom. Be grateful if you can pick up the dog do. We are so spoiled in this world. And, when you lose abilities, you learn to be grateful for them. And so that's the premise behind the book, is these gifts that are there right in front of us that we don't see because we take them for granted. So
I think,
that's the story.
yeah, I love that. I think, like we have such a culture of focusing on negative things, right? Like about how awful our day was and how busy we are and blah 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 blah. What would you say that your definition of suffering is? Because I think people maybe have skewed that a little bit because we find everything so difficult, even down to like, I only got 600 likes on that Instagram post. Like we're
Yeah.
all so like, oh my gosh, I can't. But can you believe what a failure of a day?
That's another very good question. I think we all suffer, right? And everybody's suffering is different.
Yeah.
There's always somebody that's suffered more than you. And I think if we can have that perspective, I try to have that too, because there are people, yes, I suffer a lot every day, but there are people who suffer more than me. I live in America. Like that is a gift, It's a gift that I have freedom. It's a gift that I have food. I have a roof over my head. So I think gratitude can help keep us on track with that.
Okay, that's
I think everybody has their own story of suffering, but somebody suffers more. And if we can remember that, that will help keep perspective for our own stories.
yeah. And I think also knowing that like just because someone does suffer more than you, that doesn't negate what you're going through in your experience as well, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Because, again, we're all on a journey of suffering, if you will. That sounds kind of
Hmm.
awful, but I mean, suffering is a part of this world, right? And so we're all growing. We're all learning to handle it better. We're all learning to manage it better. So just by trying, it helps us to grow. And if we can have the perspective of, I'm being stretched here for a new purpose, and this isn't a bad thing.
Hmm.
This is forming me and shaping me for a future purpose. And we're getting rid of all the stuff that's not needed. And the carving hurts, yeah, but it's for a reason.
Yeah. Mm. What do you love most about your life right now?
I love this. I
Yeah.
love speaking into lives of other people. I love writing. I love doing it for other people and not just keeping it to myself, because I feel like that is my purpose and my motivation, my drive. It's what keeps me going. If I just did this for myself, and it wouldn't help anybody, that's pretty selfish and lame of me, right? So I think, it really helps me to try to help my neighbor.
Yeah. What's the best way that people can reach out to you and connect with you and follow you?
Well, there's many ways, but the main way is to go to my website, darcijsteiner.com. The spelling of my name is a little different, but I'm sure you'll have that in your show
Yes.
notes.
Yes.
And then as far as my book, if you follow me on Amazon, you'll get the latest updates of when my book comes out, if my book comes out. It'll come out at some point. It's just when. So if you follow me on Amazon, you'll get updates about the greatest hits of the Bible.
I love that. And as a special surprise, everybody in our non-existent studio audience is getting a copy of Beauty Beyond the Thorns. So thank you for that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
everybody,
you're very
all 0 people in this room, plus the dog, are getting a copy. So thank you for that.
bravo. You are so welcome.
Yes, yes. Go leave a Google or an Amazon review, please, for Darci.
Yes, it's the
Thank,
least I can do.
yeah, thank you so much for sharing your story and for coming on today and really giving and building a community for people. I love that.
Well, thank you. Thank you for this creative way that you are presenting your podcast. It's awesome. I love it.
Well, come back anytime. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
having me.
you. Yeah, we'll take a break and be right back after this. Don't go away. Life is difficult. Are you feeling overwhelmed or like you could use a little support for your mental well-being? Visit the Help Hub. It's the most comprehensive and inclusive free online destination for mental health resources, helpful tools, crisis hotlines, and supportive content. Just go to thehelphub.co to find the resources you need when you need them most. Unlike other resource pages, the Help Hub is divided into 16 different categories, ensuring that everyone in every community has access to the resources and support that matches their unique needs. Find the help you're looking for at thehelphub.co. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, it's our final day. We're starting today off with over 631,000 views and downloads of this show since we started on June 10th, 2024. And I just cannot, I get goosebumps thinking about how amazing this last season has been. It has been my goal since I was 13 to have a daily show. And last year I was able to do that. And thanks to you for showing up. Thanks to all the guests. We were actually supposed to be done in June. The goal was June 10th through June 10th. And we had such a response and so many inquiries and excitement about being on the show that I just decided to extend it. And here we are, taking a break now for a little while. We'll be back next month, looking a little different, a little bit. We'll be updating you throughout the next month of what's going to happen for season 2. I want to thank Tony, who has supported me, who doesn't even watch the show, but who has supported me and my craziness since we met, but especially over the last year and a half as I navigate this new world. And for you, for showing up, for everybody who has bought a coffee, for every guest who has come on, who has shared the show, who has donated to be a guest, who just everybody. I can't believe that I got to do this. And I get to do this. I get to do this. I don't know. I'm going to go cry in a corner and just be so thankful. It has been amazing. PodMatch, who we hooked up with in November of last year, who like gave us so many amazing people to talk to. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Dreams come true. They do. Go make your day richer, everyone. Go make somebody else's day richer. You've made mine by watching this show, and I love you for it. Go take a break. I'm going to go take a break, kind of. We're actually moving in some shows here to start filming here in the studio, which is very exciting. And we'll be back, like I said, in September. More news on that later. Have a great weekend, everyone. And we won't see you on Monday, but I'll see you around. All right? Bye-bye.